Hey guys, how you doing? Coach for the Soul, Thursdays at 3 has begun. This is a 99% clairvoyant reading. If you are watching me live, please say hello. If you're watching this on my YouTube channel, please subscribe to my channel and please like the video, and videos, I should say, and leave a comment if you would, because the comments and you saying that you like the video actually send it to more people around the planet. And I appreciate that if you do that for me. Hey, Kathy. Yeah, if you would. I got readings on sale still through next week. Elements are going to be redone, so they'll be kind of cool. And yeah, a lot of stuff's going on. A lot of stuff is going on this week. Holy moly. Yeah. So, we got a lot to talk about. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. And we'll see how it comes out. You know? But it's been kind of a up and down. Hey, Nancy. Hey, Sherry. Hey, Pat. It's been an up and down week, big time. Been a little overwhelmed.
When should I schedule it for? When should I schedule it for?
The voice and chimes. Hey, Laura.
When should I schedule it for? When should I schedule it for? I'm having trouble hearing you.
Hey, Ruby. Yeah. Tell you what's going on today right there. Yep. That's what's going on today. Oh, yeah. Yep. Not the first time, right? Hey, Paula. How's it going? I haven't seen you in forever on the show. Yeah. So if you hear the up and down, brrr, that's Daisy deciding to go down the steps and run up the steps. Say hi. Hi, Daisy. Hi, Daisy. Daddy has to work. You have to go. No, Daddy can't play. No, Daddy can't play, sweetie. Hi, Adrian. How are you? Okay, I will, Sherry. This dog. Hi, everybody. I don't know what that was about. Hey, Shannon. Did you hear me tell the dog go away? Yeah, go away. And then it came up, rotate your phone. I'm not on my phone. I'm on my laptop. Hey, Dorothy. Hey, Paula. Yeah. So, yeah. Hi, Carol. Yeah. So, there you go. Hey, Toby, what's going on? Yeah. My house has turned into a circus sometimes with everybody who's here. Yeah. And this one wants to play constantly. Hey, Kathy, how's it going? Yeah. So now she's looking out the window because she can. She's found all these new things. Hey, Barb. Yeah, she's found all these new things in the past week and a half, 2 weeks. And she also starts to talk, growl, and talk, make those noises, right? She's talking to me. And she's talking to her toy, one or the other, you know? So anyway, yeah, Spirit is toying with you. Yeah, Kathy, right? For sure. Okay, so like I said, this week has been kind of a chaotic week, and I can tell you why. It's about Mars. Okay, Mars is a planet of war, and I posted this on Facebook on my page, both my pages. Hey, Brenda, how are you? No, you can't go. Now she scratches on the door because she wants to go outside, but she can't go outside because she's on the balcony. It's the front porch. She says, "Well, let's go. Come on, can't I go out by myself?" No, you can't go out by yourself. You have to go with Dad. Yeah, she thinks she can just wander around the neighborhood. She can't. So, Miss Leo. Miss Leo. She's not happy. Anyway, the sideshow. Mars is a planet of war. It is now in Aquarius. Okay, hi, Allison. It's now in Aquarius, right? So, and so is Venus, the planet of love and money. And so is Mercury, the planet of communication. So, and also Uranus is in there somewhere too, right? Because it's already come out of Capricorn, which was retrograde for like a year and a half. All right, that was on the 20th of January. So everything's been up and down, mostly down. Okay, feeling aggravated, feeling not really warlike, but feeling that hi Lisa, that everything isn't balanced, and that's the same with people that I've talked to, right? Hey Kristen, they some of them, not all of them, up and down, right? I don't know if you guys felt that too, but the planetary things that are going on at the moment are really intense, are really intense. And they're trying to get you ready for the rest of the year. Now, what does that mean? It means that as you go through 2024, okay, they're going to show you a mirror in who you actually are over what your ego makes you believe that you are. Okay? And what do I mean by that? Even last week, with people that I talked to, I thought it was further. No, again, we all think that, right? Because our ego is thinking, oh yeah, you're further ahead than you actually are, times, when you're not, right? And Spirit is the one, your guides are the one, that are going to tell you, no, you're not that far ahead. This is what you need to do, because we have to check ourselves every once in a while, right? And that's what our guides do for us. If it's through somebody else like myself, or if it was, or if it's you having a conversation with your guides and you getting the information that, no, you're not there. You wonder why you're not getting what you want, because you're not there, right? I went through it since 2016, 2017, okay? And it's about surrendering, right? A lot of people don't truly understand what that actually means. What it actually means is you gotta let them guide you. You gotta take all of your self out of the decision. The hardest thing you'll ever do in your life, trust me, for me anyway, it took me 3 years, 4 years to basically go, okay, I effing give up. I give up, right? Now she's gonna open up the door on herself to the balcony. She knows that what? Oh my gosh, you're a lot of work. Bailey wasn't this much work, even when he was good. I know. So, hey Kiki. So, what we want to make sure that we do is that check ourselves, go, okay, why am I not getting what I want? What am I doing wrong? Because it's you, right? And usually it's about surrendering. It's about going into the situation, any situation that you want, because February is a very abundant month. 1 week, bad week, good week, bad week, good week, right? It's going to go into March the exact same way. All right. So when you're not getting what you want, you have to decide, why am I not getting what I want? Did that for 3.5 years, chimes, right? Frustrated, angry, WTF, I don't get it. How come the video said that February is going to be fantastic, or January is going to be fantastic, or March is going to be whatever month, right? And I don't understand how come I'm not getting the abundance. How come I'm not getting what I want? Again, I'm in Detroit still, and they told me 6 years ago I was moving to Hawaii. Well, it snowed today, and it's 34 degrees outside, right? So I get it. I wasn't prepared to receive what I needed to receive. Okay? It's me. Because, and again, guys, understand, this is not a criticism. It is, your soul journey knew it would take you X amount of time to get where you surrender. You're doing exactly what you're supposed to do. Okay? But then you're getting called out, or you're actually thinking, because of ego, how come I'm not getting what, all of a sudden ego switches to our friend, right? All of a sudden, right? Well, how come we're not getting what we want? What's that about? But it's going to sabotage you in the end. It truly is, right? It's going to give you some big old baloney stuff, or it's going to tell you, you know what? This isn't worth it. Screw that stuff. And I'll tell you, I've had 3 or 4 people in the last 6 months who've actually done that. They've actually done that. And then they come back after 3 months or 4 months or 5 months, say, Bill, well, that's why you got to text me or call me or whatever, right? Because it's going to try to trick you. It's going to try to trick you. And normally it does, because we're in such a space of WTF, right? and in a space of third dimension, fourth and fifth dimension, that it can go by the day, what we believe and what we don't believe, until you surrender, right? And again, you're not going to hear what they have to say about anything. I never did. They just made it difficult and let me rant at them. Both my ears are getting extremely bad right now, like zzz, like they usually do, but this is more intense, okay? So I get it. I lived it because I didn't have a teacher. I just had them, okay? I don't know what the hell was going on and when I'm going to get what I wanted. Well, it's now 2024, and, you know, I'm alone in my house again. Have a new puppy. That's the reincarnation of Bailey, and that's cool. And energy's really light and fluffy. Is it perfect? No. It's never going to be perfect. Good days, bad days, right? Last Sunday was the best day I've had in 10 years. It was blissful. It was wonderful. It was a wonderful day, right? Energy in my house was good. The dog was good. I was good. Listening to music on YouTube, doing something on Google, just being chill and hanging out. And you have to appreciate those days. You have to appreciate those days and mark them in your journal. I do it on my phone. Yeah, see? And so it is very important to understand that in this time, especially this week, has been brutal. Now, next week on the 17th, which I think is Saturday, a blissful day. It should be an amazingly blissful day. If it's not, look at yourself and go, okay, what am I feeling in my heart? What am I feeling? What emotions am I feeling? What is ego bringing up for me to ruin my day? Ego, that's not true. That's a lie. Ego, that's not true. That's a lie. You've got to call out your ego like you call out your kid, or you call out your husband or your wife or your best friend. Sister, hey. Oh, God. You leave those plants alone. Miss Frustration. When she doesn't get what she wants, she wants to tear the leaves off all the plants. I sprayed them with bitters, but guess what? She don't care. She just chooses them. She's such a Leo. It is ridiculous. Fighting against the establishment, fighting against the boss, fighting against everything on the planet because she wants to make her own decisions because she's a Leo. Honey, you're 7 months old. You can't do that. Anyway, see how that stuff happens, right? That happens for all of us. It doesn't matter if it's a dog or if it's a husband or a wife or a kid or a cat or a bird, whatever, right? They're going to rebel because of Uranus and because of Mars. They're the upset planets, right? Uranus, and so is Pluto. But Uranus is one of this, completely. Screw society, screw the world, I'm doing what I want. And that can be good, because it busts things apart that no longer serve you. Mars is just war. I'm going to war against anybody that I possibly can. Kind of like a Mercury retrograde. It's only a couple days or maybe a week long before it goes on to another planet, or onto another sign, right? It's a good thing. It's a good thing. So it all ties in with what's going on for all of us, is that they're checking us, right? We're only, 7 weeks in to the new year, and they're already checking us. See? They need us to be here. We can no longer be third dimensional humans. Even this much, Spirit says. Okay? Not this much, or this much, or this much. Can't be that person that you were in 2023. They need you to step up. They need you to, again, self-talk out loud, right? When I don't understand, or stay in the spirit, right? I don't get it. What do I need to do to get going? What's going on? I need you to bring me what's next. I don't get it. Because we don't get it, right? We don't get it. And sometimes, not all the times, it's because we're stuck in our third dimensional self. Defending what we've done, they don't care. They don't care what you did last year. They don't care what you did the past 3, 4, 5. They don't care. It's about present. And that's what I love about everyone's guides, right? They don't care about anything unless it's childhood. And you got to clear your stuff. But they don't care what you've done. I've done therapy. I've done this. I've done that. They don't care, right? That's what the point is. They have to get you up to speed being in fourth and fifth dimension because they need you. Inactivity doesn't get you anywhere. Been there, done that. Alone 16 years before I met Lee. And my friends kept saying, Boo, the pizza man's not going to come and marry you or take you out. It's not. True. You know, the Grubhub guy's not going to really come in your house and say, hey, what's going on? You want to go on a date with me? No. We have to get out there. Why? We become stagnant, right? We need other people's energy to see where we're deficient, where we're wrong. How come they can do it and I can't? Right? I didn't worry about it when I was working in retail in a traditional job. I quit 10 years ago. I can't believe it's been a decade already, right? But I had that most of my life when I was younger than I am now. We have to be around other humans to see how good we are, how connected we are, to give us enthusiasm and clear our stuff out, that our doubt, which comes from ego. Or we have to be there and go, okay, how come she's been doing it, he's been doing it for this amount of time, and I've been doing it, but I'm not really paying attention to it. I don't really get what I've got to do because I think it should just come to me. It doesn't. You have to make your guides your best friend. If they're not your best friend, you're not talking to them every day, right? Having conversations, we get an answer? Probably not. It'll come in the form of a video on YouTube, something on TV, a commercial, whatever, a TV show, right? Newspaper, which I don't think anybody reads those anymore. They're usually online, but they will come from anywhere, right? Quicker than if you are waiting for them to talk to you. I've been doing this all my life, right? I was 8 years old. And I very seldom got answers from my guides when I asked them questions as a kid. Or if I, like deep, heavy questions, like, how did this boy know that I was gay? And why does he want me to be his boyfriend? Right? I was like 13, 14 years old, right? And even later. How is that? What is that? What is it? Again, gaydar, right? There's gaydar available. But we all go through those things of how do they know? So Spirit, what's going on? I don't understand how they know what they know. I did that for the first 3-4 years of my transformation. Spirit, how do they know? And I didn't get anything. Except for, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, Bill. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. And that was because I wanted to control everything. For safety. Survival skills, right? We all have them. We all have them. Your sister, your brother, whatever, might have a different set and you're in the same freaking house. Because energy is energy. How they received it. Same thing now. Okay? You could be standing in a group of people that are all connected. You might speak up and go, is anybody right now getting the blah, 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 blah? 5 out of 10, 20 people might say, yes, I get it. But the other people, they're like, no, what is that? No, what are you feeling? What are you getting? I'm getting it. 3 or 4 other people are out of 10, let's say. And then it's like, no, what are you getting? Why? Because I'm here. They're here. They haven't grown to be able to receive that vibration yet. It's all about vibration. It's all about vibration. So we have to make sure that we're consciously keeping ourselves in a higher vibrational state, right? Doing meditations. Hey, Cindy. Right? Doing guided meditations or just doing clearing meditations, right? If you're at a good place that you believe you are and you get angry or disappointed or something like that in the morning, in the afternoon, in the night, whatever, do a 15-minute Steve Noble, or I also follow Wellness Spiritual, it's a woman who has some pretty good Blu-ray meditations and things like that. I've sent them to a couple people. They actually clear me pretty good if I'm in a state. I sent it to my sister probably 3 weeks ago. She was in a state, and she did it. I did it. I sent it to somebody else in Chicago, and they went, "Holy God, that thing cleared everything." I was like, "I know, it did me wonderfully," right? So we have to always have our thinking cap on to spirit. If you don't have that yet, or it's only halfway, Bill, today really sucks. Can you give me something that'll actually take this away? I don't have a lot of time. Yeah, here. And I'll text you meditation. 10 minutes, 12 minutes, 14 minutes. Sit down, close your eyes, breathe in and breathe out, get really lightheaded, like deep breathe and elongate your exhale. I'm telling you, you will be up here before you know it in 3-4 breaths. You listen to the meditation, and all of a sudden you get done after 10 or 11, 12 minutes, and you go, "Holy God, I feel fantastic," because it lifts everything off your body. But ego doesn't tell you, call Bill. I don't want to bother him. I don't want to bother him. Bother me. My job is for you to bother me, right? So that as a collective, we can all go in the same direction, not at the same time, right? Not at the same height of vibration, but you'll get there. But it's an everyday thing you have to work on. It is not something you'll do twice a week. It's not. It's not. Because when you don't get what you want, it's because of that. You got to do the work so they will give you the bonus of what you want. Plain and simple. An astrologer can say, a coaching for the soul guy can say, you know what, February's going to be fantastic for everybody, but then I didn't do anything this month. Then I didn't get anything. Been there, done that. I didn't think I had to do anything towards my spirituality. Well, guess what? For about 2.5 years, I was wrong. Then I started to get into it. And again, my teachers didn't really guide me at that point. They kind of left me out of the water like a fish. Say, "Here, Bill, flounder. Flounder. Flounder." Yeah. Until you go, "Okay, so I need you to help me. I don't get it." They go, surrender. That's what we want, Bill. That's what we want. When you're not getting what you want but you don't think you're in control of your energy, and yes and no, which is ego, they'll give you nothing. Till you finally go, "Okay, WTF, I don't get it. How come I don't have a lot of money? Let's say my money dried up. My husband left, my wife left, whatever. The dog died. I don't get it. Why are you doing all this stuff to me? I don't get it." Yeah, see? Hey, Jody. And so what you have to understand is that's them saying, "We'll pile crap on top of you," till you finally go, "Oh my God, Spirit, I give up." That's surrender. I give up. Mine was I give up probably 2019. Spirit, I give up. I freaking give up because you know what? You're going to win every time, and I'm not used to people winning against me because I always win. I went, okay. And that was when I went to this space where Lee took advantage of that, right? My partner took advantage of that. My roommate, I should say, not my partner, my roommate. But he didn't know he was doing that. So he didn't know that. They did. And they had me feel bad, ask for help, feel bad, ask for help. And this is when Spirit would talk to me, all right? Is that I would be at the sink doing something in the kitchen, and he would be laying on the couch like usual. Very generous man. Trust me, he bought me a lot of stuff for the house. Very cool guy. But his emotions were like this, right? You never knew what you were going to get. So I'll never forget, in the month of March last year, it all started intensely. And I was standing it was usually on a Sunday, and I'd be standing at the sink, and I would go, "Oh my God, Spirit, what's that energy about? I don't get it. Why does it hit me so hard? I don't get it, Spirit. And Spirit says, "'Cause you let it infect you." No, I don't. Bill, you do. You let it affect you. Why do you think you let it affect you? And I said, "I don't know." He goes, "You know why. You know why." So Spirit, I don't really get it. He said to me, "'Cause you want to please everybody, Bill. That's one of your biggest things. You want everybody to be happy, but you." It's true. Honestly, I'm a people pleaser. Want everybody to be happy. Want everybody to have growth. Want everybody to get their spirituality. And I'll work on mine after everybody else is happy. Learned that from my mom. And I had to take care of her and the rest of the family. Because she yelled all day when we got home from school. Right? Because the house wasn't clean. It was our job to clean the house. Our job to do dishes. Our job to clean out the ashtray in her car. And next to her chair. And vacuum. Every day. Okay? So, I'm a people pleaser, and I learned that from my mom. Loved my mom. It was great. I loved her, right? She took care of me. But I also took care of her. See? So, that's who I am. I should say that's who I was. Now, I've learned last year with Lee, he's a good teacher, because he's consistent. I'll tell you what, he's consistent, right? And it finally got where I would say to myself out loud, right? Bill, what are you letting that affect you for? Why are you letting that affect you? Bill, close that heart up. Don't let him do that to you. Because he didn't know he was doing it to me. He didn't know, right? He's just being him. That's why we're still together, living in the same house. He taught me a lot of stuff that I was emotionally messed up for. And Spirit would say, again, only time he really talks to me is when something like that is going on. And he would say, Bill, what did we talk about before? What did we talk about last week, Bill? What did we talk about last week, Bill? I'm like, I know, I'm trying. And I would talk to myself out loud. Bill, stop. Don't let that, don't put up your protection. Push it back. Bill, push it back. Because he won't know where it's coming from. Because he kind of acted like I was dumb. And that's not the case at all. But, again, that's his dysfunction, right? That's his stuff. That he had to be superior to everybody else, or he didn't feel like he was alive. So, I did my own work because of him. And that's what it's about, guys. That's why you get out of the friggin' house. That's why if you're working from home, or just not working at all, you have to get out of your house at least an hour to an hour and a half to 2 hours a day. You have to. Walk the friggin' dog. They don't care. But you have to be outside to receive the energy from outside. Daisy and I went for a walk this morning. It was colder than cold. Oh my God. And you know me, I don't like the cold at all. At all. I don't like it. I don't like it. But Daisy wanted to take a walk, and I have to get the energy out of her. See? Because she's a terror. She's a Tasmanian devil if she doesn't get her energy out. Because they're extremely energetic dogs. I was used to Bailey, right? For 7 years. As he got older. He just chilled out, kind of took a walk, he had to go potty, blah, 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 right? Okay, no big deal. But with her, it's like, no. As you heard earlier in the show, she wants to get out of the front door downstairs. She scratched on the door. She is over here trying to open up the door with her paw, which I will tell you probably in the next 6 months to a year, she'll be able to open up that door there and pull it because she's smarter than sometimes I think. That's why you got to get out of your house. Because just going to the Meijer store, just going to the grocery store, the Kroger, whatever, right? Aldi, doesn't matter. Getting out of the house, you're in people's energy, which is what you want. Because all of a sudden, you feel this, you feel that, you feel this, you feel that. All of a sudden you go, holy God, today's energy is crazy good. Well, you don't know that if you're in your house or in your office, but mostly your house. So it is very, very important that you understand that, because if not, you're cocooning. There's nothing coming in when you cocoon. There's nothing coming in when you cocoon. Okay? Nothing at all. Because you're completely sealed off. You got Spirit over says, okay, but I'm gonna surround you with saran wrap. I'm like, okay, you know, that sticky, filmy stuff, and I can and seal it underneath my feet, seal it over my head, because I'm supposed to be in the house all day, cocooning. Usually because they have something to fix in me. It's James, a download that's going to get uploaded, right, from our insides. I understand that. That's why days when you don't feel like doing anything, once a month, twice a month, whatever it is, just not 7 days, you can feel into that, right? You can still go to the grocery if you have to, or the PetSmart, or the Ace Hardware or Lowe's or whatever we got to be, right? You can still do those things. But by doing that, it changes your energy. I don't know how many times I'm in a yicky mood because I wake up usually in that space. Because I don't wake up, I don't like the morning at all. It is something that, if I can get up at like 7 o'clock, she gets up at 6. But if I get at 7 o'clock and nobody talks to me till like 11 when I go to work, bonus. But if somebody texts me, I'm going to answer them because I'm slowly coming out of my funk, right? Because I'm a 10-hour-a-day guy now. Not a 15-hour-a-day guy at all. Or 20-hour-a-day guy, not at all. See? Because of my age and because I'm not in that energy anymore. I choose not to be in that anymore, as all of us do. We choose our energy. We choose everything that they bring us. And why do we do that? We do that so that they can match our energy, right? I can match other people's energy that are higher than me. Their vibration might be higher. That doesn't happen often, right? But sometimes it does. When I am out and about and doing things, and I come back to the house or back to my car, and I'm like, wow, I feel really great. Usually at the first reading of the day, I feel great because they're in charge of all that energy, right? They're in charge of everything. And they will stop and say, okay, eat something. Okay. They won't say that, but I'll feel it. Okay, I got to eat. It's them. Because guess what? Food does not make me happy, per se. It doesn't. Steak? Yes. Macaroni and cheese? Yes. Pies, cakes, cookies, and candy? Oh, that's my deal. Junk food? On it. Can't eat it anymore. See? Because of the stomach stuff. That's them. Right? But you can't eat it anymore. So they control everything, even if we don't believe they are. But they will leave you in cocoonism, let's say, until you still, okay, I'm not getting anywhere. Because you're not conscious. You're not conscious because guess what? You may have baggage that you don't even know is there. Don't even know is there. Our human bodies, our ego, right, can tuck stuff in between our legs, on our back, in our armpits, on our toes, in the ligaments of our legs, all kinds of things. Well, we'll deal with that later. We'll do that later too. Then you get to a point in your life where they're like, okay, you got to take care of this stuff. Well, what do I got to take care of? I just feel like crap. Well, you got to be, they're like, what are you talking about? I have no idea. Because you haven't engaged in your spirituality, truly engaged in your spirituality, maybe days, weeks, months, years. Why am I not getting what I want, Bill? Because you're not actively working with them to get it. If you think you're going to sit, trust me, I've lived that. And it sucks. Because I'm a guy who's usually getting everything that he wants by working for it. Well, now the work is different. But I still have to work for it, right? It's not their job to bring me my soul journey. It's my job to participate in that soul journey. Thank you. It's true. And if we choose not to, that's ego. Ego does not want you to go forward. He wants you to sit back and just don't do anything and complain that they don't get anything. It got you down. It's on lockdown, baby. It's on lockdown. And many times people say, well, Bill, I'm doing everything that, no. You're doing the same thing you've been doing for 10 years, 2 years, 5 years. No, energy is totally different now. So you need to step up or you're not going to get what you want. And nobody's fault but yours. You're talking to your spirit, doing your thing, right? Loving people, right? Getting yourself out of that space. Been there, done that, right? There's nothing that spirit tells people to do that they haven't, I had to work towards because they were my teachers. And they don't talk like we talk. They don't, right? They'll put something in front of you. Okay, now figure that out. But Spirit, I don't get it. What do you want me to do with that? What do you want me to do with it? Get mad, frustrated, all the human junk, right? I don't understand how this works. I don't get it. F this, F that, F this, F that. And within 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, I'm like, oh, okay, I get that. Why? Because they brought me meditation or they put something on my, on my YouTube feed and I go, oh, look at that. Wow. I posted something that my friend Ryan Richardson sent me yesterday, and I sent it to a few people, and it said winning the lottery or something like that, how you win or something like that. And I sent it to people, and I put it on my Facebook page for one reason. It told you exactly what you needed to do to manifest. It had very little to do with the lottery. It was this energy. Are you actually pursuing through your spiritual self and ready to receive through your spiritual self what's in your soul journey? And trust me, guys, they know you're going to be diverted by your ego. They know everything about you. Everything. How you think, how you work, how you love, everything. There's nothing that they don't know about you. And when you finally realize that, guess what? They're like your parent, only more intense, because they see you in every shape and every form since you were a child. They know who you are. So understanding that you're wanting to manifest and you're wanting to get to it as fast as you can, but you don't truly believe, ego, that it can happen, that you can manifest it. Because they need your energy to be here all the time so you can manifest it. Is that possible right now? No. But it'll happen. It could be at 89%, right? Most of the time. And guess what happens? The car you wanted comes to you. The job you wanted comes to you. Without even asking. Right? Without even asking. You get something. I think it's time for a new car. I'm gonna look around, blah, 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 blah. And there's this car that I want, but I don't really think that I can afford it. Ego. And everything else, right? And then the car shows up and it is not as expensive as you thought. Them. Right? They can make it available to you if you truly believe you deserve it and you want it. I don't know what those things are, but they come up all the time with the balloons and the fireworks. See? I'll tell you this really fast. 2018, I totaled my car. They told me I was going to total my brand new black Impala loaded. And 3 weeks later, I totaled it. Some kid ran through a we had a green arrow. There was 5 cars ahead of me, 3 cars behind me. That kid hit me. He hit me so hard on the driver's side, the wheel broke off the axle and rolled across the street. No airbags went off or anything. It was like a roller coaster. He was freaking out. Oh my God, are you okay? Yeah. But dude, you wrecked my car. Spirit says, get the car that you want. Well, I wanted a white Impala. Loaded. The way that I wanted it, right? And I said, but you know, on my way home, because the cop wouldn't give me a ride home, 2 miles away, which kind of was weird. And I said, you're gonna have to get me you're gonna have to fix something, because I don't have a W-2. I don't have a traditional job, everybody, and you already know that. So you got to work your magic. Got to work some magic. Called my car guy. Told him what I wanted. Bill, I got your car. It's X amount of dollars. I'm like, oh my God, that's a lot of money. Your payment is going to be, I said, no, that's a really lot of money. But guess what, Bill? You have really good credit. We didn't have to do an employment check. He goes, your credit's like 855. I'm like, I know, it's great credit, right? Oh my God, I'm so blessed. So you really pay your bills. I know, I really do pay my bills. Blah, 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 blah. When I hung up with him on the phone, I was at a 655, not an 855. They changed the credit score by 200 points. So they would have to do an employment check. Okay? Back then, I was not this guy. I was amazed. Sat in the car for the first time, and Spirit says to me, you can't have the black car in Maui because it's too hot. So we got rid of it and got you a white one. Perfect for Maui, right, Bill? Yeah, but that's kind of wild. The payment's really high. Bill, you're going to make every payment. Don't worry about it. Well, I've got 3 payments left, and I've made every single payment in the past years, since 2018. And I didn't believe what happened, right? It's like, are you kidding me? When they totaled my car, gave me $3,000 more than what the lady said they were going to give me. Because they wanted me to have what I wanted, right? because of my vibration that I didn't even know was pretty high. With just, what the hell, let's just go with it. It's fun. Let's just go with this, right? That's the way we have to be. I didn't even think about, God, I signed for the car, and then I went, man, this payment is huge. And Spirit says, that's becoming, with big things they want to talk to you, right? To convince you to freaking step forward, please, because this is yours. So when the car shows up, when the job shows up, when the furniture shows up, guess what? Take it. Take it. And again, they might have said 2-3 words to me. I said, I know, it's going to be taken care of. Did it make it easy? No. Because my ego was telling me, Bill, you're not going to be able to pay for that car. No way you can pay for that car, Bill. That car's like over $50,000. You're not going to be able to pay for that car, Bill. There's no way. My survival instincts, my ego, my mother and father, how I was raised, blah, 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 blah. Not believing I could. But guess what? I went, what the hell? You told me to get the car. So guess what? It's your job to pay for it. And they did. Did I believe it? Not a minute. Until it happened. Year after year, right? I'm like, this is kind of cool that I have that I have more money than I thought I would have, ego, and I pay for the car. They changed the credit score by 200 points. So they wouldn't have to do an employment check. Who does that? Them. That's why they need to show you what they can do for you. They truly will. They truly will. As long as your energy, your vibration is high, without even knowing it, mine was, for sure. I was always a high energy guy anyway, and I was still that guy back then, right? And so if we're down on ourselves, not believing that it's true, the thing was for me, they raised my credit score 200 points so I didn't have to have an employment check. Who does that? Them. They do it for you too. But you have to believe that you deserve it. To your heart. Down to your freaking soul. If you don't believe you deserve it, which I believe my whole life, right? Because I could work for it and get it. There was nothing I couldn't have. You have to believe that too. Put away the put away the baggage. Let it go. Work on it. Work on your emotions. Because that's where it's at. Emotions are massive in third dimension. As we're going into 4 and 5 dimensions, right? That emotion is supposed to sustain you in a positive way, not in a negative way. But ego doesn't believe that stuff. So what you do is this much instead of this much, or this much. See? Laura says she sold more for books than she thought she would. She just has a new book out. Same thing. I have a woman who writes children's books, right? About Indians and the frontier and things like that. She sold more books than she ever thought she would sell to school systems. She can't believe it. But I just did it because I needed something to write about. And she did, right? And she's a lovely woman. She's 75 years old and still writing books for kids. And looks like she's a Capricorn. Looks about 55. But her insides are just boom, boom, boom. Positive. Very little negativity. She's at 75. She's believing she can have what she wants. She's getting ready to buy a brand new house in South Carolina by her son. Moving from Lake Orion. She lived there for 40 years on the lake. But she doesn't want to be in the winter anymore. She wants to be by her kid. So within the last year and a half, I've helped her manifest the house that she wants. But I said, you can have anything that you want. Just tell them, I want this. Same thing with she did with a car. She got a used Escape, I think, because the other one got torn up. And it was old. And didn't run anymore much. And she was like, Bill, I need a new car. And I'm going to get that car. I said, well, go get it. So, but, go get it. Go get it. Go get it. She walked in the door, the payment was less than the old car she had. And it was loaded. Yeah. See? Because sometimes when we go into things blindly, we get what we want. They do that because ego's not involved in that. We just go, you know what? Being kind of spacey. Ego's not involved in that. But as soon as you get the car, you get the house, you get whatever you want, ego kicks in and goes, oh my God, is this real? What's going to happen now? When's the other shoe going to drop? Am I going to be able to make the payments? Am I actually going to be able to live in the house? Am I actually going to be able to do all the things I want to do in the house? Is it ego, ego, ego? And guess what? You feel horrible about doing what you want, getting what you want. That's ego's job. So the whole time that you're in that car, the whole time that you're in that house, ego is over and over and over again. You know, what about that house payment? You're going to be able to make that house payment? Oh my God, you live in a lake. Oh my God, are you kidding me? God, you're so lucky. But that's what it's about. So as you go into 2024, past this week, right? You're going to have good weeks and bad weeks. On the bad weeks, depends on how long it is. Is it a day? Is it a half day? Is it 3 hours? Or do you let it be the whole freaking day? It's your responsibility. Again, you can change your energy like that. No ego, that's not true, that's a lie. No ego, they're going to take care of me. I promise they're going to pay the car payment. Trust me, it's all good. It's all good. Maui's been 6 years now, right? But I'm supposed to go with just the dog. Right? And every single meditation that I did about it, I saw Bailey and me in the backyard. Never anybody else. Never anybody else. See? Well, it is Bailey reincarnated. Go to Hawaii and have a really, really good rest of our lives. Next 30 years. So I plan to live until way past 100. They've already mentioned that to all of us. Regenerative energy in the oceans. So every time that I know Spirit, he says, they've got to become smarter. You have to become smarter with your spirituality, right? That you can change anything that you want. So change it. Well, I don't know how. First off, you say, okay, Spirit, WTF. I don't get it. What's today about? You know, what's today? I don't get it. Why this week? Why this month? Well, this transformation. Are you letting that frustration out? Are you talking and giving them all of it? Like, I don't understand. MF, however you want to speak to them. They're your best friends. You should be able to do whatever you want to them. Anything, they'll take it and just wrap themselves around, and then they'll digest it and let it go. That's their job. So you get it out of your body to clear your energy so that you can see how you can change your spiritual energy and have a pretty good day. But if you're not willing to do that, right? If you're not willing to see it because you're cocooning, every time something goes wrong, why am I not getting what I want? Been there, done that. Doesn't work. Doesn't work. They know that eventually you're going to get it. You're either going to go, okay, WTF, I got to change what I'm doing. Got to raise my vibration. I got to freaking pay attention. After you've had enough time to waller in it? Or are you going to waller some more? Just be covered in it? No. Because eventually, your human preservation, your instinct, will kick in. Boom. You go, why is today so great? But you know what? I'm not doing that stuff anymore. I'm telling you, I'm not going to. I'm going to set my boundaries. I'm going to do what I got to do. I'm going to make a plan as much as I can. I'm going to call myself out and hold myself accountable for not doing my spiritual work, for not being nice to people, for not being a jerk. Right? Keep the politics and the religion out of my life. Right? We all have different views. That's the worst thing you can actually talk about, because everybody is angry and upset and pissed off, and don't let that affect you. Like I said last week with Spirit, keep the circus outside. Not your monkey, not your circus. Vote who you want to vote for. But what you don't want to do is, or go to church where you want to go, if you're a church-going person. And don't think Everything's really bad, so I've got to do this. No, you don't. It's only February. You could change church in a week, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. When you see something and you go, ooh, I like that. Ooh, I like that. I don't know why I like that church, but I like that church. You go to church on that Sunday or Wednesday, whenever you go to church, right? And you go, holy cow, this is pretty good. Or, no, I don't really like this church now that I'm here. But they got you to go to freaking church because you've been thinking about, I need to find a new church, right? That's what it's about. They got you to do something because they put the feeling in your gut, in your heart, and in your head. Those thoughts come from them. Not from ego. Ego says, screw that church. You don't need to go to church. Don't worry about that. You don't have to go to the one you go to. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about it. Who you listen to. You have to be in charge of your spiritual sense. You have to be in charge and be conscious of exactly what I want. I've got to do this, 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 and this. That's a Capricorn. Trust me. That's me. You tell me or show me what I got to do, I'll do that thing in record time, and I'll get what I want in record time. Right? Did I think my former self would die on my living room floor that one Monday? Didn't expect anything like that. But Bill, do those 2 meditations together. Spirit, I'm not to do 2 minutes. No, I don't do that. You're not supposed to do that. You're mixing the energy, Spirit. We can't do that. You'd, Bill, just do the freaking meditation. I said, oh my God, Spirit, fine, I'll do the freaking meditation. That's what we talk to each other, right? When he wants me to do something, I push back, right? I'm like, Spirit, no, that's not, because I'm a black and white guy, right? There's no gray area in my brain at all. But when they get that tone in their voice, like my mother, oh my God, just do it, Bill. What do you have to be so difficult for? My father. Do the meditations. Oh, sheesh, I know, I get it. And then in the meditations, the second meditation, Spirit is commenting on what they're saying in the meditation. And during the meditation, now Bill, see, your former self is laying on the floor dead. I'm like, well, but Spirit, I need that. I'm talking back to him out loud, right? But Spirit, I need that, listening to the meditation. But Spirit, I need that body. Who am I if I don't have that body? Bill, that doesn't serve you any longer. That's not who you are. I'm like, but ego. Making me afraid that you wouldn't recognize me if I didn't have that old body. That's human nature, right? We belong in a tribe, in a herd, H-E-R-D, right? So if in the herd, in the tribe, guess what? One of us is going to get killed, but it ain't going to be me because I'm going to be in the middle, right? The smart ones don't die, the dumb ones do. That's in animals, that's in anything, right? Back in the day. But you can see that play out in Africa every single day. One lone water buffalo will be wandering around and there's lions everywhere. Well, why did that happen? Well, because that water buffalo's journey, let's say, is to feed the lions at their age. It's our job. Our job is to make sure that we do what we're guided to do. Well, but I never get the guidance. Yes, you do. You just don't recognize it. How often are you on YouTube? If you're not on YouTube and going in there every day for at least 45 minutes to an hour, you're missing out on 60% of your messages. Facebook and Instagram is the same way. Same way. Social media can work for us if we let it work for us. Plain and simple. I would have never seen Pam Gregory if I didn't. Nicholas Ashbaugh would have never seen that. Steve Noble would have never seen that. Wellness and spirituality would have never seen those. They just popped up on my page, and wow, look at that. Spirits, and I know the feeling, I think I'm going to do that. That spirit not saying anything, but leading me in a good space to put it on my page, them have me recognize it and get a feeling in my heart. That might work. You do it and you go, wow, that was freaking amazing. Because they match the meditation with how you are today. That's how it works. Say, you have to be conscious. You have to participate in your spirituality. If you're not going to, you're not going to get what you want. And when they lead you somewhere, like they did for me in 2018. You're going to Hawaii. I'm like, why am I going to Hawaii? Maybe for vacations, but I'm not going to live there. There's no, you're going to live there. I'm like, why am I going to move to Hawaii? I don't want to live in Hawaii. But Bill, you're going to go there. I'm like, but I don't want to move there. No, why would I move to Hawaii by myself? No, I'll just move to Florida, or Arizona. No, not Arizona, but maybe New Mexico, California, Denver. No, not Denver, maybe, because my sister's there. But guess where I'm going? So you can complain and bitch all you want to, right? But somehow, some way, they're going to get you where you're supposed to go. When you're in a I don't give a space. Okay, let's take a drive. Let's look at some videos. That's how I found Maui Live, right? They put it on my smart TV on a Tuesday afternoon, out of nowhere, in 2019. I barely had the remote control in my hand, and Maui Live pops up. I take a video of it, right? And then when Lee came home, I said, look at this. This Maui Live thing came up on this TV. I don't know how it did. You must have hit a button. I didn't hit a button at all. I said, it just showed up on the TV. Them. To get me to believe I was moving to Maui. And then Maui Live showed up on HGTV, the real estate company in Maui and Hawaii, but they was focused on Maui usually. That people came and had them videotape them finding a house on Maui. Well, that just doesn't happen. It's them. But if I wasn't aware of that, I would just click it away. The Maui Live went click. I don't know how that came out. I just shut it off. Well, you have to be conscious. You have to pay attention. You definitely have to pay attention. Okay? Okay, I think he's done. Yes. Okay, so readings are on sale until next week. $90 for 30 minutes and $110 for 60 minutes. It's $55. It's $45 off the hour readings, which is like a third. Elements, I'm going to redo them. I may rename them. But 3 people joined this last week because it's a really good way to get your spirituality on point. If you're open to taking and following what they're telling me to tell you, you will absolutely understand why you're in that. Okay? It's 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, 60 minutes, and an hour and a half. All right? They're at billhobart.com under element sessions. Most people that do air or water or even fire, they upgrade to either earth or universe because they need more time. Because they're urgent, their energy's urgent. I want to get there. I want to get there. The thing is, I want to get there. And I'm willing to put in the work. About talking about our past, this lifetime, bullshit, emotional stuff, and going, okay, I get it. The homework is this. Okay, cool. I can do that. I'll talk to you next month, or I will talk to you if you do a half an hour, and then you've got a half an hour left in universe. Okay, then I can do an hour at the beginning of the month and a half hour at the end. I can pull it all together. Yes. Okay, so if you're looking for that, they're there. They're available. Now, I'm also thinking about doing a element package that you do the work every week for 10 weeks to get where you got to go. And it's going to be either an hour and a half every single week. And you're going to get there way faster because if you join up, they're allowing you to sign up. Okay? They're allowing you to be interested in the element packages that I do. It's coaching. It's coaching. That's what it is, right? Giving you what you can do so you don't have to do what I did, which is not have a freaking teacher. I have to learn it all because my freaking Capricornness, I got this. Well, no, you don't. You don't have that. I didn't. But guess what? I didn't have anybody to help me. I was looking for somebody to help me with the transition, right? And everybody was too selfish to do that for me. The thing was, I needed to listen to them, not somebody else. Well, here's your teacher. Yeah. So, billhobart.com, element sessions. If you want to get there quick, if you want to make the most of this year, join them. Join them. Okay? Because it's worth it. It's worth it. I've seen such people that I've had for 4 or 5 years go from being semi-muggle to absolutely being divine connection in 2 years, 3 years. Okay? Young people, older people, doesn't matter. If you join them, they're allowing you to join them for a reason. Because you don't do anything without them. Like, they okay everything. They know everything about you. Trust me. They know everything that you talk about, everything that you think about, everything. They know everything. They're God, basically. So they're there if you want them. So there's readings on sale. Elements are there. If you want to do that coaching thing and find out what that is going on, yeah, every month. And the cool thing is you pay for a year and you get the 13th month free. Get an extra month for nothing. And they're probably 65% off the price of a reading every month. Your benefit. Okay? So they're there. Thinking anything else there that we have to talk about? No. Yeah. So that's it. You know how to get in you know how to get in touch with me. Okay? If you need something, send me a text. Okay? If you need to talk to me because you feel like your life's going down the drain this day, right? Because we get into panic mode, send me a text. Bill, can I get 10 minutes? I do it for free. Okay? Because it's going to take about 3 minutes to get you to go, oh my God, Bill, how crazy is that? I never thought of that because ego's blocking you. It's this job till you override ego and learn how to do that. Self-parenting, self-talk. Figuring it out eventually and go, I don't have to call Bill. Bill, I mastered this stuff. Yeah, that's what it's about. So then guess what you do? When you get to the place, you're teaching other people about your journey. That's why you're going through this. Trust me, you're all going to be teachers at some level, mostly high, with what you've been through. And people, I'm telling you, I've told you guys this before. Spirit has shown me that most of the people that watch this broadcast, right, and other things too, are going to be the ones who get asked to speak at a 4 or 5 person seminar, and they know your story because you wrote a book or you talked about it for, in a group of people or whatever it is, and you were recommended to them, to these people that are going to put this show on, and there's 750 people there. They all paid $50. And they're paying you $5,000 for talking for an hour and a half. Because everybody showed up. And then the crowd gets to be 1,000 people. Then it's 1,500 people. And guess what you do? Now 5,000, now it's 15,000 for a 2-hour talk. All you're doing is telling them your journey. That's all you're doing. And eventually you're the one who's talking, and they're coming to hear you and your story, and they're paying you $25,000 to $30,000 a conversation. Guess where your money's going to come from? That. Just saying. Just saying. Anybody who is connected, anybody who is doing their thing is going to have to teach the 330 million people in the United States what the fuck is going on. That's why you're here. You're here to teach the masses why the hell they feel like that. Why in the hell they just absolutely are like, I don't know what the hell's going on. I heard about this seminar thing and from so-and-so, and the 5 of us are going to go. Do you want to go? Yeah, let's go. That person may not even know anything about their spirituality, but they want to go just because. Like they do to John Edward, like they do to Teresa Caputo, like they do to Tyler John, and other people on the planet, James Van Prague, other things like that. They go, not for the mediumship, they go to be in the energy, in the spiritual energy that's there, in hopes they might talk to their loved one. It's fun. That's you. So keep that in the back of your head. Every time your ego says, I don't want to be in front of people. Well, guess what? You're going to have a choice. Because once you hit that plateau and that spiritual space, you're going around and tell everybody you freaking know exactly who you are. Only you can't because they're not going to understand who the hell you are anymore. Okay, guys? So if you would for me, please, in about 20 minutes, go over to my YouTube channel and like the video and leave a comment if you would. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. If you want to This is going to be up until probably tomorrow morning. If you want to share it on your Facebook page, please do. That will help the channel to grow. Okay. And like I said, if you need something, you know where to find me. Not going to say my phone number and stuff because then they clone it and they call me from all over the planet trying to steal my money. And yeah, and most of yours too. So need something, let me know. And I'll see you next Thursday, 3 o'clock, Coaching for the Soul. See you guys.